Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be showing you what has happened to my garden while I was away for the last 2.5 months. For those of you that know me, I go to India every year to study yoga, and we had to cut our trip short and come back to the States after about 2.5 months. Now the garden has an irrigation timer set up to it, so the plants were getting watered. But since we live here in Tucson and it's been raining cats and dogs, the weeds had also been getting watered. But luckily the vegetables were doing good, and I want to give you a tour of all the veggies that were growing in the yard. Plus, I want to show off the clean job that we ended up doing to this garden to get it back into shape, because these weeds had taken over the garden and just run amok throughout the whole backyard. All right, here's another view of what has happened to the garden. And just like that, we spent 4 days and cleaned it up. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it because we got big plans for this garden. Over here are some cacti. This is Peruvian pear. It's a fruit that grows on these cacti. It's very delicious. The Peruvian pear makes these pink fruits. The skin is a little bit rubbery, and once you peel back that skin, it reveals this delicious flesh inside. It kind of looks like dragon fruit, but it's very sweet. And it grows good here in the desert. Here's another shot of the cleanup job we did. These are some of the garden tools that we use, different various pots and stuff like that. We have plans to put more beds over by where the cacti are. So let's give you a tour of everything that we're growing. We're going to start off here in the herb garden. This is some mint. That monster plant right there is an artichoke. And down over here are oregano plants. We have Italian oregano, Greek oregano. That's 2 plants right there. So a total of 3 plants in that little space right there. Some rosemary, which is super fragrant. If you touch rosemary and then touch your hands or your fingers, you'll be smelling very aromatic rosemary. This is a lettuce plant that has gone to flower. They call it bolting. It's still good for the leaves. Here are some onions. Here are some chard, which is a fantastic plant to grow. Matter of fact, we just cooked some up the other day. If you go over to my Instagram, you'll find a recipe for a dish that we made with some chard and some tofu. It's delicious. And the great thing about chard is you can harvest a little bit of it every week. Just a beautiful plant. We got some monster parsley here. This parsley was small when I left, but it loved the rain and has just transformed into this beast of a plant. That's a lot of mint back there, and in between the mint is garlic poking up. Now over in this bed, we have about 20 kale plants with the mixture of this red Russian kale and the more common curly kale. The kale plant is terrific to grow because you can harvest some just about every day, and you can saute it or add it to salads. Now in this Cabbage Patch, I've already picked a couple of cabbage heads because we're going to be making some sauerkraut with that, and I'll be uploading a video on sauerkraut. But you can see we have green cabbage and red cabbage. Every part of this plant can be used to eat. You can take the heads and do what you want with the cabbage, and then those bigger outer leaves can be used in a saute, and you can even cook the stems. Look at that thing, it's like a bowling ball. Over here are some Brussels sprouts. You can see baby Brussels are starting to come. We have a total of 13 of these Brussels sprout plants. So I'm very excited to see what happens with those. And this is arugula. This arugula has gone to flower, but the leaves are still good. You can just pick some off, add it to a salad, use it in a dish. They're delicious. And that's it for the tour of the garden. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at what we're growing in this season right now. Stay tuned, more to come. I'm Von Wolf, and I hope you join me in living a healthy life by practicing yoga and growing and cooking your own food.